Hey everyone, welcome back to Geek Strong. In today's video, it's all about...
Hello, police. Attacked by Christmas toys?
Let's do this! If you got a chance to watch one of my recent videos, it's Spirit Halloween, Nightmare Before Christmas. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. My daughter and I went to Spirit Halloween and we found the worm from A Nightmare Before Christmas, a giant worm. It's going to go in the front yard. So this year we're going to do the theme, A Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, I don't own any of the yard decorations, so I had to go out and I had to purchase quite a few items because I can't just do it small. I got to go all out. I had fun doing it. I got a bunch of items, so I think this Sunday we're going to decorate it. My son's coming down, so we're all going to decorate the yard. So I'll put a video out on that showing you before and after, and maybe decorating while we're doing it. Show you some video of that. But today I'm going to show you a couple of items that I couldn't purchase. They don't sell it, so guess what? There's some of my daughter's favorite characters from the movie, so I had to make them. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I made them. I'm going to show you them. I'll explain to you how I did it. I won't go too into depth. I don't want to bore you. But I'm going to show you a few of the items that I made. So what do you say? Again, let's do this! That's right. The first item we have here is the Halloween Town sign. We got to have this in the front yard, right? To let everybody know this is Halloween Town, A Nightmare Before Christmas. So what I did was I got the image online and I just kind of copied what it looks like. I got a pine board, used a jigsaw to get a little bit more of the detail. I don't know if you can see the detail of the grain. I used a fork and just dragged it across the wood on both sides, painted it up, give it a little bit more detail, wrote down Halloween Town, and yeah, I think it looks pretty close to what the sign looked like in the movie. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? That's right, the next item here, I'm going to call it the Fright in a box. Yeah, this is like the Jack in the Box that was in the movie. I try to make it a little bit bigger because it's going to be yard decoration, and I think if I made it a little bit too small, it would kind of get lost in the yard. So I made it a little bit bigger, and I think it looks pretty cool. What do you think? I agree. It is missing something, right? Here, let's try this. There you go. Is that much better? I think so. Now, it's a little bit more difficult to display it in the room, but this is meant for being outside. Let me break it apart and show you. So what I have here is a flexible tube I got from Home Depot, which is really cool. So I can have it this high, and I have a PVC pipe that I'm going to stick in the ground. The pumpkin goes on top of this, goes in just like that. This hose goes just like this, right? So I can make it as big as I want. Now this box has no bottom, because if I have it outside and it rains, we don't want a bottom, right? So what I'm going to do is I jam this PVC pipe in the ground, and then obviously I don't want it this big, but I can have the pumpkin sticking out of this box just like that. So what do you think? Pretty cool? Before we move on to the next item, I want to show you and explain to you what this is made out of. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I picked up artboard. So it's just a white board that you would do crafts on or draw on and things like that. It doesn't have like a paper outer. It is, the inside is like a foam. So I think it's going to hold up to the weather, fingers crossed. And then I spray painted it the colors I wanted. First I put a base coat of black. I didn't paint the inside, even though I think in the movie, I think they showed like these are stripes on the inside. But I wanted to keep it just black because I know there was a scene when the box and the pumpkin's chasing the kid. It looks like the lid is just straight black, so I didn't feel the need to put the stripes on the inside of it. But I painted the whole thing black, base coat, and then I had a spray paint. It's more of a rustic orange, and I went over a couple of times a light because I still want the black to shine through a little bit to make it look a little bit rough. And then I just drew it, painted it, and there you go. I think it came out pretty good. What do you think?
Making Christmas, making Christmas.
All right, last but not least, certainly the coolest toy from A Nightmare Before Christmas, and if you know, we have ducks. The zombie duck is a must-have decoration for the front yard. So I made this all out of the pine board. I know the duck in the movie is more rounded. You know, and this is just basically like a flat pine board. But I think it came out pretty good. So basically almost everything is made out of wood, except for obviously the head. The head is a styrofoam ball. The beak and the teeth are actually from like, if you order something that's been packed, sometimes it comes with this foam. And I just cut it, painted it. The teeth I didn't have to paint at all because they were already white, but I painted the beak, painted the styrofoam head. But you got to be careful with the styrofoam head not to use like a regular spray paint because it will just melt the plastic on the styrofoam head. But everything else is basically wood. The wheels are made out of wood, so I traced a circle and cut it with a jigsaw, sanded it down. The wheels actually do move. The same thing with the board, the base. The base is kind of how I made the sign. So I used a fork and dragged it across the base, and to give it a little bit more detail, painted it black and then added some gray for highlight detail and shadowing for the board, make it look old. Now these wheels aren't attached permanently, so they come on and off very easily if you want. So I might put like an elastic band in on the outside of it, just a small like elastic band just to keep it so they don't fall off. I didn't want to glue them, so I just have them just set in there, but I think the duck come out really good. The yellow is really a really decent color yellow. The bullet holes are fun. I did cut out extra pieces of pine and glued it and nailed it to the other base, the body, just to give it more detail instead of just painting wings. So the wings are actually more pieces of pine board. And obviously you're going to have a pull string with the eye hook right here. Got a zip tie across and zip tied the string because I didn't want to tie a knot because it didn't look good. So I put the zip tie on it, and I think it came out pretty good. I hope I'm explaining this because I'm kind of excited, but I know how to do it, but to explain it is a different story. But my daughter's going to be super excited. She has no idea that I made any of this stuff. And I am going to record her reaction, so stay tuned for that. And also stay tuned for a video. I'm going to show setting up the yard with the family. I think it'll be a fun video. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at my DIY, DIY projects here for Nightmare Before Christmas. I had a fun time making it. I am super excited to see my daughter and son's reaction to what I have created for them and for this Halloween season. But if you have any questions on how I did any of these, leave a comment in the video. I'll do my best to answer it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Do all that good stuff. Remember, we are all geek strong. Take care, everyone.
What did Santa bring you, honey?